Hello friends, welcome to my channel, and in this video I am going to show you how to model different kind of geometries in Ansys Workbench Spaceclaim R19.2. So first of all we will create a heat exchanger coil. So for this purpose I will go to this plan view and I will create a drawing first to create a heat exchanger coil. So I am creating continuous lines here. I will click escape to go out of it, and I have now created a shape for helical coil, and I will now provide this uh, circular shape, semicircular shape. For this I will go to this tab and I will create a band here. 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 And now I will create another plane. For this purpose I will click this icon and I will rotate this, and I will click the plane. Now I have created another plane and I will select plan view and I will create a circle here, and I will give it a diameter of 3 mm, and now I will go to solid mode and I will now create isometric view and I will go to pull and I will use sweep command, and I will select the trajectory first. I will press Control and select all the geometries. Control select all geometries, all lines, all circles, and all lines. And now I will select the surface, and now I will drag this point, this arrow, to create a coil of heat exchanger. So in this way we will create a heat exchanger coil. And next we will learn about how to model nut and bolt. Next we will learn about how to model a helical coil spring. For this purpose I will click this plan view and I will click here a reference line for about 25 mm, and now I will create a circle here and I will create a circle of, say, radius 1 mm, sorry, diameter 1 mm, and I will now go to solid mode and I will now go to pull and I will use this revolve tool and I will select the axis to rotate, and I will select the revolve helix option here. I will use add and I will select taper angle. For now I will select this 0 and I will select this face for creating a helical coil spring of pitch 2 mm and height of currently 28 mm. So in this way we have created our helical coil spring. If we want to give it a taper angle, so we will use here the taper angle, and for this purpose I will undo this and I will provide here an angle of 10 degree first to prepare a taper helical coil spring. And now I will select this face and I will now drag this um, point to prepare the tapered helical coil. So in this way you can create tapered helical coils. So in this way we have created our taper helical coil. If we want to give the taper angle with minus value, then we can again use its negative value. Let's say I'm using minus 15 degree of taper angle, and now I will select this face, just click and drag down. So in this way we have created a negative taper angled helical coil spring, and we will next try our another geometry. So now we will learn about how to model a bolt and a nut. For this purpose, I will create plan view, and I will create a isometric view, and I will create a hexagon first of side 30 mm. I will give it a pull of 10 mm, and now I will go to sketch mode. I will click the center of this surface, and I will create a circle of diameter 15 mm, and I will create a pull of say 40 mm, and now I will create a plane in the axis of the mid surface, and now I will go to sketch mode. I will click this plane. I will go to plan view. I will first of all go to Spaceclaim options, and I will change the grid size, and I will go to units, and I will change the minor grid spacing as 0.25, and now I will zoom this surface, and I will now create a group for the preparation of bolt. I will create this line, and I will create this type of V group surface, and I will pull this surface. I will use revolve tool. I will select the axis as y axis. I will revolve helix, and I will use cut option, and I will give it a height of say 60 mm. So you can see that the has been prepared. Bolt has been prepared, and now we have to create a nut for assembling to this bolt. So for we will go to sketch plane once again, and I will create solid mode. I will create a sketch again once again. I will create a hexagon of side say 25 mm, and I will create a pull. I will create a pull of once again 10 mm, and now I will go to assembly mode, and now I will use this orient tool, and I will select this face of the bolt to this face of the nut, and now I will select the align option, and I will select the axis of both the nut and bolt. This is the axis of nut, and this is the axis of bolt, and now I will use this tangent tool. First of all, I will move this bolt below the nut to below the bolt area, and I will just drag here. I will go to proper view, and now it is okay now, and I will now go to design tab, and I will go to combine, and I will use this solid first, and this is intersection mode, and I will select this solid, and mm, and I will just hide this solid. So now you can see that the grooves or threads has been made in the nut as well, and you can see that the assembly of nut and bolt has been done, and I can now delete this solid, also this plane. So in this way we have created a nut and bolt assembly, and we will next learn our next geometry. Now we will learn about how to prepare a gear. For this purpose, I will create first of all I will go to plan view, and I will create a circle here of diameter say 60 mm, and now I will go to this line tab, and I will create a profile for gear, and I will click this point, and I will click on this point, and I will click this point and complete this profile, and I will now create the rounded corners of say radius 1 mm, and here as well radius 1 mm, and I will create tangent arc, and in this way, and in this way, similar way I will create tangent arc, and I will now use trim tool to delete this unwanted profile, and I will now create circular pattern using this circular pattern tool, and I will have to first delete this circle here, and I will undo, and I will trim this circle here first, and now I will create create circular pattern. I will select all these objects using box command, and I will use this y-axis for circular pattern. I have to manually select all these objects, so I will use control and select all these arcs and lines in this profile, and now I will select the axis as y-axis, and now the profile has been created, and I will create once again a sketch to complete this profile. I will sorry, once again I will have to prepare this. I have just pressed the unwanted tab, and I will have to remove this, and I have to create a circular pattern, and I will use control select all this arcs, and I will now create circular pattern using the y-axis. I have used circular count 20 and 360 degree of angle for creating a gear, and now I will create the gear using this create pattern, and I now will create a circle to cover this profile, and now I will go to solid mode, and I will now pull this surface. I will use control A, and I will use isometric mode, and I will use add and this add tool, pull tool, to create a gear profile. So you can see that the gear profile has been made, and in we will next learn our next geometry. Now we will try to learn about how to prepare a curved glass. For this purpose, I will go to plan view first, and I will create a reference line here, and I will create a reference line here first, and I will now go to spline mode, and I will now prepare a drawing first for the shape of the glass, and yes, it's looking good. And now I will go to this command, and I will create a duplicate profile here, and now I will join this two ends and same here, and now I will go to pull tool, and I will revolve this surface with this axis, and I will add this, and I will use full revolve, sorry, I will use full revolve, I will use full revolve, I will add this, and I will full revolve this surface, and in this way you have created a very good looking curved glass, or you may say a bell for the temple. You can see its interior view as well, and in this way you have used the revolve tool and created the curved glass shape. So friends, thank you so much. If you liked this video, and if this video was helpful, please subscribe to my channel, and we will meet you in the next video. Thank you so much.